Oh no! Oh goodness.
I'm sorry. Roly poly oly, you gotta watch out for girls like that, because when she apologized sincerely, girl. You know you did that on purpose. Hi guys, Jermaine Lady Girl from On the Way. We have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, we are going to be discussing One More Chance, Season 1, Episode 4, Let's Get Dirty. I believe it's Episode 4. It's 4, right? It's 4. They always start us off with a cute little recap. Nothing's changed here. This was a quick, cute little episode, okay? It wasn't, she gave a lot of tea, a lot of drama, no elimination, but it was still worth the watch. Mangina comes up like, okay, well, Chance has made it very clear that, he wants me here to gather the tea, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to serve my man tea and give him the tea. I'm like, Mangina on the camera again. Camera time, camera time, camera time. That's all I'm going to say about Mangina. Mangina's making TV. So, girl, we got Chance upstairs, going through his, spam folder in his email account in his office space, girl. And, Mangina comes upstairs and she's like, you know what? I have something for you for Yodela ho. What was she calling her? Yoda ho. Something real funny. Off the hook. Soon as Mangina comes up the stairs, he's like, yeah, what's up, bruh? What's up, bruh? He's making it very clear, like, Mangina, you are here for one purpose, all right? But Mangina don't care. She on the show and she doing what she got to do. And she like, yeah, well, I got a little bit of tea for you. I'm serving you the tea, literally and, figuratively. Mangina pretty much reveals that Yodela has a boyfriend and, she's not in the house for him. And he's like, well, what you mean? He was like, well, me and some of the girls went to Jamba Juice and it was one car that pulled up that was a car full of niggas. And it was another car that pulled up and she gave out her number and this, that, and the third. He's like, oh, word, we need to look into that. We need to look into this or whatever the case may be. Mangina is doing her job and we're gonna have some good juiciness here coming up. Micah is collecting the girls, letting them know, all right, y'all, we getting dirty today, so y'all come on, let's go, girls, let's go. And they're like, girl, get dirty like what? In a sexual way?
Dirty like sexual dirty? Or
I'm like, girl, these girls are so clueless. Special K is like, I don't even like dirt. I don't even have a trash can in my house. Like, girl, you know how ridiculous you sound. Like I said, they must be loaded full of liquor, like every day, 24/7, for you to say something like, I don't even have a trash can in my house. What you do with the makeup wipes after you take off that pound of makeup, sis? Let me stop. I like Special K, because let me stop. I've been going hard on her these past few reviews, but I just noticed Special K has a YouTube channel. In the last video, we were talking about the natural challenge. Special K actually did get a BBL, y'all. I was kind of surprised because she was putting on for natural booties and small booties, but sis gave into the pressures and she has a BBL. I'm going to try to link her channel somewhere in my description if I can. So y'all can go ahead and check Special K out because, we all need love. So the girls arrive at a ranch and they look like, what are we about to do? So they all line up and they're like, all right, let's get the troublemakers. We already know who they are. And apparently they're my dogs too. He's the biggest troublemaker. Look, the biggest troublemaker of them all. You gotta stay here, buddy, until I'm finished. So the troublemakers come up and we already know who it is. We know it's Cheeks is in that one, is in that group. Yodela, Mangina, Roly Poly Yoda. He like, yeah, grandmama, get your ass up here too. You a part of the troublemaker. I'm like, ooh, he calling them out. So he breaks them off into a group. The second group is Wakanda, Believable, BDB, and Shira. And then the last group, he calls them like my angels or something like that. It's so cute. It's a couple of his favorites. Really just Yummy. Yummy's really his only favorite, but we have Secrets, Special K, Games, and Yummy. So team 1, we have the troublemakers. You call them the shit starters, so you're going to be, shit shovelers. And pretty much is a challenge to shovel how much, whoever gets done first, shoveling the you know what I'm saying, is, the winner of the challenge. And these girls really are acting like they ain't never, ever, ever, ever been involved in any type of domestic, laborious type work. And I'm just looking, by the looks of some of y'all, I'm like, I know y'all can do a better job than this because, come on, like, let's be for real. I'm not one to be out here shoveling nobody's poop either, okay? I have these dogs and I can't even barely keep up with their poop. It's just a lot. But, like, girl, please. Roly Poly Snacks Mill is like, girl, don't touch me said that. She's like, Barbara, Barbara. I'm like, she using her real name and everything. She meant that. Like, girl, don't touch me with this poop. I'm like, she breaking character. Girl, stay on your role. Stay on your job.
Don't touch me with that, Barbara.
My mom was working, y'all. When I tell y'all she was shoveling that snow, shoveling that snow. She was shoveling it like it was snow. She was in there. She was moving. Mike, you know, he always got the jokes. He like, my grandmama got a good 20 years on all of y'all. Like, she was really outworking them young girls. And that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes these older women will get out here and put in the work, okay? Don't sleep on these grandmamas, because they know what they doing. Roly Polioli ends up knocking Mangina into the pile of shit, and she apologized so sincerely. I'm like, ooh, that girl's a serial killer. Okay, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, love. My bad. That was really an accident. Mangina like... Mangina like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. He ain't even peep. So, you know, it is what it is. When they see that footage back, he gonna be mad. That's gonna be an issue. Cheeks did a good job. She didn't complain at all. Cheeks is definitely, you know, getting back on my radar. I was pissed off that she went so hard on Grandmama, but you know, she's young. It is what it is. But you know, she didn't complain at all. She just did what she had to do. Quiet, cute, kept the cute in on mute, and did what she had to do. Grandmama ended up being the winner of that challenge. No surprise there, because she, like I said, she was putting in the work. So they had group 2, which contained BDB and Shira and Wakanda, you know, that whole little section, that whole group rather. And Chance is like, BDB, just stop smoking weed. I'm like, girl, she looked like she was hiding.
Just stop smoking weed and make sure the damn bale's up where it needs to be, okay?
Okay, she looked like she was high out of her mind. She looks really, really tall, honestly. She looks like a tall chick. Then when I seen her hands, I was like, oh crap, like she must be super duper tall, but not really like athletic build. But you know, BDB's is just there as, I feel like, a contractual obligation, because Chance don't want her. Believable was cute with it. You know, she was really just cute with it. She was not trying to get dirty. She was not trying to be playing around. She was literally just staying cute the whole time. She had the perfect little squat, perfect little arch in her back. And she was like, okay, believable. You're not trying to hurt your little silicone box or whatever he said. He was just, you know, really kind of shouting her out, because she was just acting like, you know, I'm so pristine. I can't even lift the box. I can't even lift a finger. Hell, I can't even lift my voice. Like, girl, better lift every voice and sing. Stop. Y'all, please don't. So, of course, Shira won that challenge. You know, I thought Wakanda did a good job. Shira won, Wakanda was second. BDB's was third. And Believable was fourth. So then we have Yummy, who's actually in the actual stable with the horses. And I forgot how refreshing it is, you know, that Chance and his brothers are ranchers and cowboys, and seeing black people do things like this. It was kind of refreshing to watch. And Yummy was like, Chance like horses and I want to be his stallion. I'm like, okay, I know she do all her confessionals be from the side like this. That is just so funny to me. I'll take turns shoveling poop. You can tell Chance is really a pro at this horse stuff. Y'all like, y'all better back up. All right, shovel it and go. Back up, back up. You know, it was really cute to watch him kind of in his element. And the girls, they, you know, Secrets was like, if he would have wanted me to put my hand in this poop, I would have. I'm like, okay, Secrets, look at her trying to be a contender. Secrets and Games were coupled up and they did it together. They had no complaints. They did what they had to do. And when it was Yummy and Special K's turn, they like, girl, scoop it and go. He looked like he was kind of nervous for them moving all around. You know, let them touch their little horses and stuff like that. It was nice. After it was all said, the girls are outside. And all I see and all I hear is Mangina getting hype. Okay, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go. So Yodela and Mangina are going back and forth, because apparently she heard what she has said to Chance, and you know, she's pissed off, and they going back and forth. And like, oh girl, don't do that because you want camera time. Don't do that because you want camera time. And I'm like, listen, Mangina is running circles around these chicks when it comes to this TV shit, because she got a point. Like I said, how many times have I mentioned Mangina in this video already? Like, come on now. Like, it is what it is. If you haven't already, make sure you watch my last preview of this show. I'm gonna link it up top and in the description box. Mangina knows how to make TV, period. And like the fuck, she said, don't come over here because you trying to get camera time. I'm like, listen, you better read them down. They know what's going on. She is running circles around them girls who is just so reliant on just being pretty. She's making TV, and I'm not mad at it. Yoda like, I don't do all this talking. I don't do all this talking. I don't do this. I don't do this. I'm like, okay, Yoda. She like, you in my city, and you can tell that she is in her city. And apparently, Mangina be in LA too, because I followed him on Instagram, and I think he be in LA. He kind of look like he be all over. Okay. Honestly, they all look like they be all over, with the exception of a few, which I'm not gonna mention because I'm not being shady anymore. Then out of nowhere, Mangina calls out Special K. I'm like, Mangina want all the heat. He can't stand Special K because Special K always trying to insert herself, and they going back and forth. And Special K wore this girl. What type of 2000, early 2000 bathing suit one piece did she have on? Oh, she got Anyway, anyway, I'm not even gonna do it. But you know, him and Mangina, you know, Mangina and Special K are going back and forth. They're like, well, how did Mangina come in? But one thing about it though, Cheeks looked like she was ready to go put in some work. Somebody left a comment and said Cheeks was into like juvenile youth detention centers and stuff like that. And I'm like, she gives me very much that vibe. You know, honestly, she does. Chance rolls up on his horse or whatever, which I think that they were going to try to do like another scene, which would have been a dope scene with him kind of riding up on the horse and stuff like that. But y'all out there acting like park apes at the ranch. Like, y'all don't know that these animals feel energy. You got this big horse. Like, I don't know if I've ever been close to a horse, but I'm not throwing a whole bunch of this and throwing hay. Man, Johnny tried to grab the hay and throw it. Like, you really wilding. Like, you really doing a lot with this huge animal that's around you, and your energy is off, girl. Y'all are really bugging. Chance is like, oh no, you gotta go. Mangina gotta go, but you said you wasn't gonna do that no more, bro. You said you wasn't gonna do that no more. Like I said, Mangina was throwing paper plates, ashtrays, and cigarette butts. Today, all he could get was some hay. He was trying to throw that. I'm like, come on, keep it cute. But it comes out that, you know, they like, well, let's air it out, Yodela. Let's just get it there. They was like, yeah, well, we said, we heard that you got a boyfriend and he came and met you at Jamba Juice. And she like, oh no, that wasn't my boyfriend. That was my brother. I talked to my brother all day long and this, that, and the third. Like, girl, okay. Like, is it your biological brother? No, that's my stepbrother. I'm like, okay. And the dude that he's talking about was gay anyway. You probably sucked his. I'm like, girl, this is getting deep. This is getting juicy, man. John looking like, she was like, oh, so you call your brother babe? She was like, oh, well, I don't even use the word babe. I use babe. Like, girl, who are you fucking trying to fool? You don't say babe. You say babe. Okay. So Mangina like, oh, so you would exchange numbers with your brother, because it was 2 cars that pulled up. And she was like, yeah, first it was a G-Wagon and then it was a Porsche. I'm like, oh, Yodela, okay, things are getting real big down there. Big things only over in LA. I see you, Yodela. So she's like, oh, well, no, that was my brother, da da da, just going back and forth. She was standing firm that that was her brother. She don't have no boyfriend. She wasn't calling nobody babe, because she don't even use the word babe. She only used the word boo or baby. So Mangina like, oh, I got a witness, girl. The witness is Secrets, and Secrets comes out very much like, yes, I did see her, but I never seen her exchange numbers. I'm like, girl, if you want to spill the beans, then spill it, or don't say nothing at all. She was trying to save face. You could tell she was put in an awkward position. Mangina, you should have known that Secrets was not the girl that was about to be a secret squirrel. Like, come on. So Chance is like, you know what? Let me just see your phone. I'm like, oh, shucks, they checking phones? Like, dang, you my boyfriend? I'm like, oh my gosh. She's like, okay, I'm going to show you my phone. I'm gonna show you my phone, trying to hurry up and delete stuff out her phone, girl. It was just the funniest thing ever. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna show you my phone, and Mangina over there with that thin ass hair. I'm like, ooh, sis is mad, not with the thin hair. She mad. Chance finally looks at her phone and she's like, wow. He didn't even say nothing. He's just like, wow, I'm really surprised by what I'm seeing in this phone or whatever. And she's like, well, it wasn't nothing there. It wasn't nothing there. But I feel like she was really just trying to save face. And, you know, girl, Mangina had said that she got a pimp and that's who she was talking to all day. He probably, you know, keeping tabs on this little piece of puss. Like, how's it happening? How's it working? Talking about the track. I'm like, girl, this is a lot. So they get into the van, you know, their little courier vans to get transported somewhere else. And, you know, it gets a little heated. Like, Yodela's really upset because, like she said, she don't do all this talking. She's like, we can pull this van over and I'm gonna have some niggas pull up on you because you got to get beat up. And he like, all right. And Mangina like, all right, I can do the same thing. I'm like, really? Like, Yodela is mad. Sis is mad. She has something in that phone. I don't know what she thought. Chance was just gonna play it off. I thought maybe she thought maybe his eyes wasn't gonna catch everything. But in the confessional, Chance had said, I seen a lot of yo babies, babe, boo, boo, all this and all that. So brother or not, it's something happening. Brothers can be pimps too, and pimps can be brothers. So who knows? We're gonna see it on the next episode. But I'm just like, sis, Why would you hand that man your phone if you knew it was stuff in there? I would have just doubled down like, nah, I'm not doing all this, because you going off of what he say. She could have played that way differently. She just played into it. Like, girl, it was other ways around that. So it is revealed, and that's pretty much the episode. This was kind of like a filler episode. It was a good dramatic one, but you know, we didn't have any eliminations this time, which I love the eliminations because it's just so nostalgic for me. But make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like this video, share if you care. It really helps me out. I appreciate it tremendously. In the next episode, we are going to see some personal private dates finally happen. Damn, that's what I've been waiting on. I want to see the one-on-one chemistry. I cannot wait to review that for y'all. I'm so excited to watch it. The show is really definitely growing on me. Like, I get a lot of comments asking where you can see the show, guys. Download the Zeus app, okay? It's $3.99 a month. Download the Zeus app and you can watch the show. It's really good. It's definitely entertaining and worth a little $3.99. And it's black owned, even though it's given very much. Y'all know what it's giving. Anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. As always, I'm sending you much love and much light. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Come out of your room. Come over here. So everybody's like,